Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
We got to meet Yachi
We
last
did.
episode, our little ball of nerves. Gonna be very handy for our boys who are struggling to find out if they're gonna get to go to Tokyo or not because she's a little smarty pants and actually has some patience.
It's true. I didn't realize, the whole season went by and I actually didn't even think about them being in school. Like, it was just about the volleyball. And I was a little surprised that Kageyama was struggling in school, just with his personality and his need to be like a little bit of a perfectionist. I just kind of assumed that translated into all areas of his life. And
Volleyball or bust.
Yeah. Hinata, that doesn't shock me.
Tanaka and Noya.
I can see that. Noya probably would have been like my second surprise. Like Tanaka, I could see just having no care about school. But yeah, so we'll see if they can get it together.
We got the ladies coming in strong. Kyoko had more lines in episode 2 than she has had in all of season 1 combined. We got Yachi in the mix. Saiko, Tanaka's sister, made an appearance. So let's see what happens. The first few episodes of the seasons are always very feel good. Love them.
Nothing to add to the draft board yet.
Not yet, unless you want Yachi to be a secret libero or something. But today we're watching season 2 episode 3 of Haikyu called Townsperson B. Yeah,
We'll see what happens. I have no idea where this is going.
I'm not gonna say anything either. So here we go. Let's show Adam what Townsperson B is all about. Before we dive into the episode, we just wanted to share something that we discovered recently. With our backgrounds in tech and as a professional athlete, we would like to think that we are very careful with our online presence and the information that we're sharing digitally. Despite that,
It doesn't seem to matter, to be honest. I found out, this happened to me a couple of years ago, somebody had tried to buy something with a credit card under my name that they had opened without my consent. And when I did a little more digging, there were actually 7 open applications for credit cards in my name that I had no idea about. It was an absolute nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, needless to say, we're a little unhappy about that. So recently I decided to do a little search on myself. So I signed up for Aura, who is actually the sponsor of today's video, inputted a little bit of information on myself, and right off the bat, Aura detected that 17 data brokers were selling my information. 17, okay? Like, I knew that this kind of thing was out there. I knew that there were companies that were selling people's like phone numbers and email addresses and things like that. But like, I thought that, I take care of my business. So I was really shocked, and honestly, it was really disconcerting to get that feedback right away.
So data brokers try and gather as much information about you as possible. It could be your name, your address, your phone number, even your health records, and then they sell that to spammers, scammers, anybody who's willing to pay for that information. It's a real breach of privacy, and it shouldn't happen, but the reality of it is your information is out there.
That's why I'm so glad that I found Aura. They find which brokers are selling my information and submit opt-out requests on my behalf. So this is a huge weight off my shoulders, and it really gives me peace of mind knowing that there's something out there that's got my back.
Aura is also great. They have antivirus software, they have VPNs, they have a whole suite of products. And I personally was already using VPNs and antivirus software, but to have everything in one place where they're protecting your identity, how you browse the internet, and really looking out for what's available on you, it's a great suite of products.
So if you're like us and you really value your online privacy and security, we highly recommend using Aura. You can sign up for a 14-day free trial using my link, aura.com/Sarah Pavan. You can also find that link in the description box below. And I really think you will be surprised at what you find. It's scary, but there is a way to fix it. Now that you've got your online security fixed, you got your privacy intact because you clicked that link, let's get on with today's episode.
ひとかちゃん、着替え終わった？送るからちょっと待ってて。私も着替えてくる。いえ、そんな逆に私が送るべきというか、なんというか。いいからいいから。
Still stressed.
どうした先生？難しい顔して。
ああ、いや、ですね。東京遠征の際に借りる予定だったバスがどうも他の部と被ってしまって借りられそうにないんです。予定より費用がかさみそうでどうしたものかと。
ああ、俺ももうちょい OB とか当たってみるわ。今後もぶつかる問題だろうしな。
すみません。僕もいろいろ当たってみます。まあ、いざとなって。
Oh man, that's a slippery slope.
I thought it was sweet.
It is sweet.
1年ガール、君、ぜひともカラスのバレー部に入ってくれたまえよ。君がいると、ひよこさんによくしゃべる。そんな勧誘があるかバカ。ごめんね。
And the third years come in and lay it down.
いえ、嬉しいです。私、自分から進んで何かやったりとか、逆に何かに必要とされたりとかなかったので。劇とかやっても絶対その他大勢の一人なんです。村人 B とか木とか。
That's definitely not what I thought the episode was about.
だからバレエの経験も知識もない村人 B の私を清水先輩があんなに一生懸命誘ってくれてすごく嬉しかったです。でもやっぱ私では親。
わかるぜその気持ち。俺も清子さんに。
君からお金を騙し取るからついてきて。
って言われてもついていく。
なんか違う。
田中がまたなんか言ってるな。
そういえば。
お、さすがだぜ猫豆。燃えてきた。
Just yell a lot.
Oh, that's so funny.
So
I hope
there
she
you
says
go.
yes. But I thought we were gonna meet like somebody from the town. I'm not gonna lie. Like I did not think it was gonna be the name of a character.
We're just gonna meet some random townie who doesn't even get a name. Isn't that cute though?
It is cute. And I think she's gonna have a lot of growing to do. And she'll be in a bunch of embarrassing situations because the guys will just say and do whatever.
Like, oh, I've never had an important role before. I've always been like Townsperson B.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's gonna be great. She's gonna be a great addition to the team. She's got a lot to learn though.
ひとか、お母さんこれからもう一件打ち合わせ行ってくるから帰り遅くなるわ。
行ってらっしゃいお母さん。
ちょっとちゃんと片付けなさいよこの辺。
はーい。
何これ？
実は私男子バレー部のマネージャーに誘われて。
バレー？
今行く。待ってて。
はい。
カラスノのバレー部って前は全国にも行ったとこじゃなかった？強豪なんでしょ？
そう。最近また強くなってきてるらしくて。
タクシー来ました。
あんたバレーなんてわかるの？
それはこれから勉強したりとか。
なんでもいいけど本気でやってる人の中に入って中途半端やるのは一番失礼なことだからね。じゃあ明日の朝ごはんよろしく。
先輩、なんでああいう言い方するんすか。冷たいな。
そんなつもりは。
ひとかちゃんが何かと消極的なのは先輩のせいだろうな。
私は強くなってほしいと思って。でも私の言葉一つでやめちゃうなら、この先何か些細なことでくじけるのは目に見えてるわ。
That's kind of heartbreaking.
Why?
I mean, what she said is true, but I feel like she just needs some encouragement. Like, I feel like she's just so unsure of the situation and about putting herself in a new situation. Like, what her mom said is not wrong. Like, everybody's passionate. If you're gonna go, like, give it your all. I just feel like the way the message was delivered, like, for her, from what we've seen so far, was maybe not the most helpful way to get that point across. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the messaging was definitely correct.
Yeah, 100%. I don't disagree with you.
Like, if you're gonna be involved with people who are passionate about something and have big goals, you can't be half in, half out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think she doesn't strike me as a half in, half out person, but she just seems like currently a little overwhelmed and maybe doesn't think she has the skills to do it. Maybe a little encouragement would help her out.
Well, I mean, she got called out by her employee or her assistant.
Yeah, true, which I also thought was a bold move. Like, for an assistant to criticize your parenting, I was like, yikes.
She took it well, I thought.
Yeah, she did. Do it.
何か迷ってる？ちなみにだけど私、もともとスポーツはやってたけど、バレーもマネージャーも未経験だったよ。なんだって始める前から好きってことないじゃない？何かを始めるのに揺るぎない意志とか崇高な動機なんてなくていい。成り行きで始めたものが少しずつ大事なものになっていったりする。
See, that was really
スタートに
encouraging.
必要なのはちょこっとの好奇心くらいだよ。
A little curiosity.
日向と月島、
Kyoko's the best.
お前らミドルブロッカー2からにはブロックが武器でなきゃしょうがない。牛垢でも止められるようなブロッカーになってもらうぞ。今日の練習試合もその辺意識して臨め。
マジで。はあ、牛垢とか無理に決まってんじゃん。
よし、練習戻れ。
ナイス。
ところで先生よ、テストは大丈夫なんだろうな。特にバカよね。
大木西高校到着は4時半だそうです。
They'll arrive in 4.5 hours, so let's practice the whole time.
パイプ椅子並べてくれる8脚。はい。
清子さんが笑っている。世界は今日も平和である。
That's a little creepy.
自分のことやって。
分かった。絶対負けねえ。
今日の試合って練習試合
Hey, crazy.
その遠征に行くための勉強も本番じゃない試合もどうしてそんなに頑張れるのかなって。
強くなって勝ちたいから。
そっか、きっといろいろ理由があるんだね。
理由？勝ちたい理由？負けたくないことに理由っている？なあ影山、負けたくない理由ってわかる？
知るかそんなもん。腹が減って飯が食いたいことに理由があんのか？
だよな。
食欲とかと同じレベルなんだ。ごめん、愚問だったね。
愚問？また自らの問いをへりくだって言う言葉、ついこの間やった。
I love that whole interaction. And I think it's so true. Like, think about back when you were that age and losing was just not an option. It was the worst thing in the world. But I guarantee if somebody asked you why you didn't want to lose, there's no chance you could articulate it. Like, it's literally...
It's like part of you, like, breathing.
100%. And I thought that analogy to, like, well, I eat when I'm hungry. Like, it was just it was so perfect. I loved everything about that. And then you just have Tsukishima in the background being like, you idiots. Like, just taking his little chance to, like, rib at his teammates. I don't know. It's fun.
And I think it was also an amazing perspective for Yachi. Because she just doesn't get it.
She's not wired that way.
Yeah. She's never had any experience that would lead her to understand that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, when you think about it just at its base level, it's like, yeah, what does it matter?
Yeah. And I would never have, that thought would never have crossed my mind as a kid.
No.
You just wanted to win.
There's just no other option.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Me too.
じゃあ私たちも整列するよ。はい。うわ、あっちもみんな大きい。
負けたくないことに理由っている？
何かを始めるのに揺るぎない意志とか崇高な動機なんてなくていい。
ひなた、少し下がって。
ああ、はい。
アイソース。
I love how respectful they are.
Just the whole concept of
Yeah.
this episode so far is getting me.
Yeah.
She didn't even let it land, she just knew.
今日の相手はカラスノですか。あれですよね。落ちた強豪飛べないカラス。その呼び名正直もうそぐわないと思うぞ。インハイ予選で青葉城西相手にフルセット。最後はデュースで30点台まで追い詰めた。マジですか。ああ、でも千鳥山の西野谷と北川第一の影山がいるんですもんね。まあそれもそうなんだが。先輩？特に10番カラスのセンターに凄まじい運動能力の1年がいてな、たまにゾッとするような存在感を放つんだ。おそらくカラスノは化けるぞ。
すみません、遠くまでわざわざ。ナイスキー、ナイスキー、ナイスキー、
そろそろ始まるから着替えとけよ。ひなた後ろ前だぞ。ランギラ。
ごめん、慣れてね。
浅井さん、頭かっけえっすね。紐。
No, it's not.
ヘアバンドな。そうか。西野谷に言われると自信つくな。猫背。
Hey, that string in your hair.
清水、何？
東ね、いつもぴっちり結びで将来ハゲそう。
もう気をつけなければ。
モテるハゲもいますよね。
俺はハゲじゃねえ。
田中さん、ユニフォーム着ないんですか？
俺から着るんだよ。
Hinata.
She's just screaming.
確かにカラスだしね。でも試合になると結構息が合うんだよ。
集合。
I'm so happy that that string got called out because I'm not a fan.
I mean, absolutely. And that would happen in any team dynamic. Somebody comes with a new haircut or a new anything. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. That guy gets made fun of right off the hop at least once.
Like, it's not my favorite look.
Well, we all know that. You don't like the... Okay, here's a question for you. Do you like the hairband less or the man bun less?
Hairband less. Because he still has a little shaggy something going on.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just like, I can't get behind it.
What about Ukai's hairband?
I'm also not a massive fan.
I think
It's like
suits
one
him
of those
better.
like really pointy ones, and I know the girls know what I'm talking about. The ones that have the like teeth all the way around that just like suck your hair back. That's what Ukai's looks like to me. I don't love either one. And also, I never would think that Tanaka is bald. I just thought he had a
Buzz cut.
buzz cut.
Yeah, but they all care what she thinks.
Oh, yeah. And I love that she called him out like, your hair's so tight, I thought you were gonna go bald. That is actually something I worry about.
For who?
Me. Like a tight ponytail, like how often do you have to pull a tight ponytail before your hairline recedes?
I mean, you
And I
lose-
never wear a tight ponytail for that reason.
You lose so much hair though all over the place and you still have lots of it, so I think you're fine.
That's also true. It's like, how can I lose so much hair on a daily basis
It's
and
everywhere.
not be bald?
It's a legitimate question.
Just the ponderings and musings from today's episode, you know.
インターハイ予選後初の対外試合だ。あの時の悔しさ忘れてねえよな。
Just a little needle to get him going.
Well,
Oh, not even a movement.
pretty straightforward. Drop the hand in,
Oh
baby.
boy.
Ooh, that was a good dig.
Yeah.
すごい反射
Break his fingers, baby.
Nice. That's when Hinata can shine. The small crow.
That's a straight up quick.
一歩出遅れたらもう捉えられないんだよ
I have goosebumps. Hearing her talk about them
Yeah.
is just so heartwarming.
それでも満足していない
I love Yachi's little observations.
She's getting invested. I mean, that seemed like a routine kicking.
すごかった私見てるだけなのにこうグワーってきた来たじゃあマネージャーやって
ちょっと会話が意味不明だよね。
本気でやってる人の中に入って中途半端やるのは一番失礼なことだからね。
でもこんなすごい部でスポーツ自体に疎い村人 B な私じゃ足手まといになるし
そういえば俺もやったことあるよ村人 B 主役より目立とうとして怒られた
村人 B。
バカにすんじゃねえこの野郎村人 B には村人 B のかっこよさがあんだよ
That's a tough one to justify.
No, it's playing a bigger role than that.
村人 B には村人 B のかっこよさがある
Adam, sometimes you just take things so literally.
Yeah.
Her hearing that from him just like validates.
No, that part I totally agree with. I was thinking about the interaction between Kageyama and Hinata, going, I was townsperson B.
No, here's the, yeah,
Right.
the moon.
Right. But like if the two guys are joking about it, like you were townsperson B, you couldn't even get townsperson A, like that would be the context of the conversation between the two guys. But I agree that connection between the two of them and being like, hey, I was townsperson B just like you and now I'm doing this means the world to her. Totally agree with that.
He just has this way of connecting with people, and it's not even on purpose. It's just like this innate skill that he has. He's able to just make people comfortable and connect with them, and like...
It seems like he's had a lot of experiences, like where whoever he talks to, he's had like something in his own life that he finds relatable and can connect with them in some level. Like Kageyama, it's the willingness to work hard and not wanting to lose and wanting to be great. And then townsperson B, and with each of his teammates, you kind of see him build that bond with them.
Yeah, and if he doesn't have that connection piece, he has a genuine curiosity
Yeah.
that makes people feel important.
Like with Noya and the Rolling Thunder. Like how awesome, like, and
Yeah.
he's just so into it with that. Yeah, that's true.
I have goosebumps.
いやー、ほんと助かった。やちさん、土曜まで勉強教えてくれてありがとな。
あざっす。
テスト頑張ろうね。
お邪魔しました。
いいえ、この子が先生で大丈夫だったかしら。
はい、これでテストバッチリです。多分
か。
というか、無駄にはしません。やちさんの行為を。
好意、思いやりの他人が自分に示してくれた気持ちについていること。
さっき勉強した方の意味ね。
そうね、テスト頑張ってね。
はい。やちさんも一緒に東京行こうね。
私お母さんにまだ何も説明してないのに。
じゃあまた来週。
バイバイ。
So Tokyo.
ひとか東京遠征って何？
あのね、
すみません、遅くなりました。行きましょう。
じゃあ私も打ち合わせに行くわ。今日もまた帰り遅くなるから。さあ行くわよ。
ちょっと先輩、ひとかちゃん何か言おうとしてなかった？大丈夫？
なんでもないよ。いってらっしゃい。
じゃあまたね。
He seems like her dad.
やっぱやちさんのノートすげえ。ノートのお手本だな。やちさんが入ったらマネージャーが2人か。なんか強豪校みてえだな。
ああ、
なんだよ、入ってほしくねえのか。
そんなもん本人次第だろ。
お前ほんと釣れねえな。モテないだろ。
余計なお世話だ。
やべえ、やちさん家に教科書忘れた。
Classic.
俺戻って取ってくるわ。じゃあな、影山。
Classic.
Yeah, totally on purpose.
はい。
ありがとう、やちさん。危ねえ、気づいてよかった。
日向さん、ちょっといいっすか？
いいっすよ。そんなことで入部しようか迷ってんの？とりあえず俺は影山の後頭部にサーブぶつけたり、田中さんの股間にゲロ吐いたり、教頭の面吹っ飛ばしたけど、今も無事にバレエやってるよ。
それ本当に無事だったんです？
でもやちさんはやりたいんでしょ？それじゃあやればいいじゃん。
そうっすね。
もしかしてお母さんに言われたから気にしてんの？
いや、なんていうか、
じゃあさ、言えば。
Just a simple solution.
駅に向かったんだよね。
Please.
何これ、まるで少女漫画のような。つか速い、足が速い。ちょっと待って。
やちさん、今のままじゃ進めないよ。やりたいなら言わなきゃ。
バレー部に入るかどうかは関係なく、このままでは今までのヘタレな自分と変わらないのだ。自分の口で言え。言わなきゃダメだね。ありがとう、ひなた。
先輩だって最初から強かったわけじゃないでしょ。ひとかちゃんに同じ強さ求めちゃダメですよ。ひとかちゃんはこれから強くなるんだから。
お母さん、
ひとか？
村人 B も戦えます。
村人 B？
私、バレー部のマネージャーやるから。
そう、頑張って。
晩ご飯は
うちで食べます。
了解した。
Oh my gosh.
That's probably the first scene she's ever made in her life.
マネージャー2人、競合見て。
ひなたにと、あと影山くんにお願いがあるんだけど。
何？
I'm so proud of her.
泣いてる。
ティッシュちょうだい。
Her mom's proud of her too.
武田先生、
はいはい。
私遠征の資金が足りないって話聞いちゃって、そ そのことでちょっといいですか？
水平リーベ僕の経験生ようちびスピッカスコ
あんたそんなの全然ダメじゃん。
お母さん。
私なら見向きもしないわよ。何を見せたいの？どういう人に見てもらいたいの？
Little marketing lessons.
通りすがりの人が立ち止まって見ると思うの？
Oh boy.
I have full body goosebumps.
Here's a predict. Okay,
It's wrong.
I have a couple questions.
It's wrong.
I have a couple questions.
Okay.
One, I don't know, you're not going to answer them, but does Hinata see her like a sister, or is there a little chemistry between them?
Or could it be as a friend?
That's what I kind of meant by sister. Like,
Okay.
My next question is, she's going to make a poster of Hinata, and Kageyama is going to be pissed that he's front and center on it. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I don't think Kageyama's the type that would even notice or care about that, though. He is so dialed in to just like...
I agree.
He doesn't need to be the center of attention.
Yeah, but here's the situation in my head. Like, she's going to pepper those all over the school in hopes of like trying to raise money. And Kageyama's not, it's not going to be in the gym, so he's not going to be focused. He's going to be walking down the school hall and see like Hinata, and he's going to be like, he's going to roll his eyes and like punch Hinata in the throat or something.
All right, take notes, everybody, on those two predictions. One was more a question than anything.
I know I know no one will tell me, but I'm unclear at this point as to what's going to happen there.
I'm just so proud of Yachi for standing up, declaring what she wants, what she's gonna do, and like being like, I bring value.
And I think it's an interesting point that they brought up about, you know, seeing people who are young and just getting started, and then you look at where you are and you kind of forget your journey as to, you know, you're confident in who you are where you are, and then you look back at somebody who's maybe a little like younger and you forget all of the things you had to do to kind of get there and be who you are. And I love that little, like a reminder. And then she's like, oh, I want her to be strong. And then she's crying in the train station because she actually, you know, stood up for herself and went after something. I thought that was really cool.
And then for her to help her with the poster too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Little bonding moment.
She's going to be a great addition to the team.
I love her already.
Yeah.
Hinataにとあと影山くんにお願いがあるんだけど、バレー部のポスター作りたいんだけど、スパイク打ってるとこ写真撮らせてもらえないかなって。
Oh.
オッケー、じゃあお願いします。
おーい、行くぞ影山。
おう。
I'm literally gonna cry.
Oh. That's like the banner moment.
And he's like in the same spot he was when he
Yeah.
first saw the little giant on TV.
I didn't think big enough. I thought high school halls.
Oh
we're in the stores.
We're in the town.
We're in the public.
Oh my gosh.
どうだった？
はい、じゃあ後ろから集めてください。
He's got his fingers crossed. I hope those idiots pass.
なんかポスターを見た方がバレー部への寄付金はどうすればいいのかという。
Yachi already doing good work.
ちょっとの間だけだから。これ、月島も。こっち来い。並べ。
テストも終わって、今日から八千さんがマネージャーとして正式入部ということで。
はい。
That is super cute.
よろしくお願いします。
よし、東京遠征までもう少し。
あとは
はーい、じゃあテスト返すぞ。うるさい。はい、安藤。はい、えのきだ。
The prayer's never a good look.
That episode is one of the like low-key bangers for me.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like new character, lots of interactions, some like legitimate life moment kind of pieces that came in and sets them up. Here's her value, here's what she's doing. She's making a difference on the first day. You saw them beat up on a team. Hinata's running straight up quicks out of the middle, which you've never seen. Like there were actually a whole bunch of things that happened in that episode that you wouldn't necessarily like identify as big moments, but they are.
Well, you think of so many of the like amazing Haikyu episodes, and a lot of them revolve around the sport and match play, but this one was like pretty much completely removed from that, and it just touched on like some things that are very relatable on a human level.
Yeah.
And like things that a lot of people have probably experienced or gone through, like whether you're on like a Hinata side of just like super confident, happy-go-lucky, or on the more anxiety side, don't have that self-worth that like Yachi experiences, and just like to see, it was a very quick evolution, which was really cool to see in one episode. Yeah, I love it.
So let me ask you this. Looking back, how would you answer that question now about the competitiveness and wanting to win? Like, can you look back now that you've been through a lot of your career and think about yourself as a kid and identify why that was so important to you or what it was?
Well, I haven't had a lot of time to think about it because was focusing on the episode.
She's stalling.
But it's definitely innate. Like, I remember playing Memory. Do you guys know the Memory card flipping game? Like, as a 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I had to win it. Like,
yeah.
Why? Why did I have to win that? Like, even at birthday parties, like musical chairs, I had to win. And if I didn't win, I was, like, so upset. Like, I would say now, with like life experience and perspective, like I'm still a psycho when it comes to like my job and my profession, but like I'm much more accepting of loss and things like that now. So I would
Unless
say,
you're playing board games against me.
because Adam just always makes it his sole objective to beat me. We could play with like 8 people, and as long as Adam beats me, he's happy.
That's not true.
He's smiling because he knows it's true. So no, I can't explain it. It was just something in me for my whole life.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. It's like, I remember being in school, and we had our grade, for whatever reason, just always played sports. We'd be in class and recess would be coming, and we'd be like drafting teams at our desk so that we didn't waste any time when it came to playing. And it's just like, that's all that mattered, was like going out and winning recess. And it's just, yeah, it's really funny to think about and just to not understand, like, you're just wired that way. Anyway, I thought that was a really interesting question.
Oh, it was an amazing tidbit in that episode. Are you kidding me?
Insightful writing as always.
Oh, always. Nothing's by accident in anime, especially Haikyu. Let us know your thoughts. Is this episode as impactful to you guys as it is to me and us? I love this episode so much. So yeah, let us know in the comments below, and remember to click that link to like protect your identity. Also, we would be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Haikyu coming next week. Bye, you guys.